Okay, I think that I'm live. You guys can let me know in the chat if you can hear me. We're just going to spend the first like 10 minutes letting people show up. Um, Feel free to grab water if you want to go grab water, if you want to go to the bathroom, if you want to get art supplies handy, if you want to get a candle, really whatever you have time about 9 minutes. Yeah, like 10 minutes are basically just to give people time to show up because, you know, that's how it is. So, yeah, feel free to go to the bathroom, get yourself a drink, any art supplies will do. Um, Surprise spoiled, or here it goes. We're going to be creating sunsets tonight. So, it can be drawings, it can be paintings, it can be collages. So, whatever supplies you think you might want for that, you can feel free to go get that now. I'm gonna hop on YouTube. I'm on YouTube. I'm gonna hop on Instagram just to gather some more people. I'm gonna try going live on Instagram, which I don't think I've ever done from this account. So yeah, I'm gonna go live on Instagram to gather some more people. Um, if you want to talk in the live chat, you have to follow me for 5 minutes or longer, like as a subscriber, and then you have the accessibility to do that. That's a way to control people coming in and making troll comments because people say really offensive things. They just come and go and say offensive things. So that's a safeguarding. But yeah, feel free to get anything you need right now. You have like 8 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna try going live on Instagram. Let's see how this works. Okay, going live on Instagram while live on YouTube to let you all know that I have the YouTube live going right now for Tyre Nichols. If anyone would like to join us, the link is in my bio. So I'm only going live on here for a few minutes just to bring attention to the fact that we're going live on YouTube. It's a creative care session. The goal of it is to meditate just for 29 minutes, which is a minute for every year of Tyre Nichols' life. And then we are going to create together. So we're going to grab some art supplies, doing a creative expression activity that I have lined up for us, and just exchange communal care. So if you're interested in joining, the link is in my bio. It's going to be good. And the other thing is that this will go on my YouTube channel after. So if you wanted to join but you're busy, you can go to my YouTube channel and watch it later at your own timing. So yeah, that's the message. I'm just gonna leave this Instagram live up just for a few minutes. I'm gonna write in the description, link in my bio for YouTube live creative care session happening now. So I'll put that in. And good, you have your supplies, sweet. So yeah, I used to do like a not strict, but I used to start the live and then like immediately start the activity. And what I've realized is like, people come and go at their own time. So I wanted to kind of like give people a warning of like, hey, we're doing this creative care on my YouTube channel now. You have like 10 minutes to prepare yourself to grab any art supplies. It's a communal thing. Just go to my YouTube channel and we're going to do it there. So if anyone in the Instagram live is interested in joining us, links in my bio. Hey, feel free to go on the link in my bio if you want to engage in this creative care exercise as a tribute to Tyre Nichols. It's going to be gentle and filled with love, and would love for you to join us if you have it in you. If not, totally understand. Thanks for showing up in the live. Yeah, I'm just kind of using Instagram live to gather people to go to YouTube, where we're going to start in like 5 minutes. And like I already said, I'm going to save this to my YouTube channel. So if you want to watch it in your own time, you're welcome to. I recommend as you're preparing, because we're going to do like a 29-minute meditation, you might want to grab a blanket. It's just nice. It's cozy just to have a blanket with you so that you can, feel nice and cozy when we do this meditation. The schedule is to do meditation and then creating. and we're going to be creating sunsets as a tribute to Tyre Nichols. Um, you don't need any type of artistic ability. You can even do collage with magazine, or you could do some type of graphic thing, or you can just do whatever feels right. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to head off of Instagram Live. You already know the link is in my bio, so I'll see you there. Okay, peace and love. Okay, so now it's just us on YouTube. Hello, friends. We're done with Instagram. I'm just going to say, join us on YouTube now for creative care. Okay, I'm just posting that, and then it's all for you guys. It's all the attention's going here. I won't be split between Instagram and, I'm just going to be here. So I'm just going to post this so people know and share. Okay, good. Hey, Meg. Hey, Meg Egg. Hey, Erin. Hey, Gwen. I love you guys. Love you guys. So we're going to get started with the meditation in 3 minutes. Now is a great time to go to the bathroom, get water, get a blanket, grab art supplies if you want to. After meditation, we're going to create sunsets for Tyre Nichols, which you can do with any art supplies that you have or want to use. Thanks for the love in the chat. I love you guys. And yeah, this is also going to be available. So, oh my gosh, hi Liz, I love you. It's so great to see you guys in the chat. Like, seriously, I love and miss you guys all so much. So thanks for showing up, and we're going to get started in about 3 minutes. We're going to do the meditation. We're going to do 29 minutes of meditation, 1 minute for every year of Tyre Nichols' life, and then we're going to do a creative exercise. So feel free to get your water, your blanket, anything you need now. I know I sound repetitive, but I'm just trying to get everyone on the same page before we get started, because once the meditation starts, it's going to be silence. It's going to be a silent meditation. Sometimes I do guided meditations where I'll kind of say things, but I feel like it's kind of like an extension of a moment of silence, if you know what I mean, in tribute. So that's kind of the vibe we're going for. If you want to light a candle in his honor, I'm going to do that to start our meditation. So if you want to go get a candle that you can light, you're welcome to. But really all you need is to just show up. And yeah, you really just need to show up. And yeah. Thanks, Erin. We got Erin as a moderator. I'm going to make some of you guys moderators too. So basically, if you're a moderator, it means that if someone says something offensive in the chat, you have the ability to kick them out. So if someone comes in and says something offensive, you guys will be able to moderate that. So I'm making all of you moderators, because sometimes people come in and they say hateful things. However, I set up a new thing on the YouTube where you have to subscribe to me for 5 minutes minimum in order to talk in the chat, which should help, because sometimes people just come in and they say offensive things and they leave. So, okay, let's see. Let's all just stretch our bodies a little bit as we prepare to do a seated meditation. You might want to just stretch a little bit, because we're going to be, you might want to lay down for your meditation, but I'm going to be sitting. So I'm just going to stretch a little bit, get a little bit of a stretch on before we get started. And when we do the guided meditation, I'm going to put my microphone on mute, just in case if I sneeze or something, so that it's silent. I'm going to write in this now, so that people that join can see. We're doing a guided, or I guess it's not guided, we're doing a meditation of 29 minutes, 1 minute for every year of Tyre Nichols' life. Please join us, and we will resume conversation at, I'm trying to think of the time difference. I think it ends up being 7:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to put that in the chat, because we're about to start the meditation, so that people that come and join will know what we're doing. So I'm just going to put this in the chat, and I think I have the ability to pin it. Yeah, pin message. Okay, so feel free to get a few deep breaths out before, just kind of letting everything oops, that's my myself, letting everything kind of come out before we get started, 'cause we're about to do this 29-minute meditation. So I'm gonna light a candle. If you have one at home, you're welcome to light a candle at this time for Tyre Nichols. I'm gonna light it as soon as I start the timer for the 29-minute meditation. So I'm just setting the timer now for exactly 29 minutes. And yeah, so I'm just gonna set this intention for us. So we are collectively mourning the loss of Tyre Nichols, who was a beloved son and father, who was simply just out taking pictures of the sunset as he did when he was when his life was taken from him from some really evil people. So we are collectively honoring his life, extending love through meditation to his loved ones and to his spirit. And we're going to really just honor him through this long moment of silence in tribute to him. I'm going to start the timer now, light the candle. So here we go for meditation. Just let everything out, just feel everything, and don't go on your phone. Just try to be really present, you know? Okay, here we go. Okay. Hi, everyone. That was 29 minutes of uninterrupted meditation in tribute to Tyre. I didn't read the group chat. I'll catch up on it in a minute. I just wanted to share. So I had this candle that I lit for him. Let's see if you guys can see this. I lit this candle for him when we started the meditation, and first it was in the bowl. Then I decided to put it above the bowl during the meditation. And usually when I do these kind of meditation, oh shit, I just spilled. I'm so sorry for swearing during this. I just spilled like wax, yo, on the laptop. All right, hold tight. Let me try to get this wax off while I still can, because not the best thing to spill on a laptop. Okay, we carry on. Let me just try to clear this wax off before it sets. Okay, we're good. We're good. The wax is off the laptop. Yeah, see how in the moment I didn't realize I was spilling wax on my laptop. So I think it's all good though. It just fell on the part where you like use your finger thing. So as I was saying, so I lit this candle for Tyre. Let me see if I can get both us and the candle in it. So I lit this candle for Tyre when I started the meditation, and basically I usually, when I have these types of meditations, these grieving meditations that we shouldn't have, but here we are, I I usually just kind of think about my feelings. I usually, when I have these type of meditations, I just think about what I'm feeling. But this was the first time that I hope you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? Yeah. This was the first time that I did one of these meditations. I'm just gonna try to put this here so you guys can see the candle. Perfect. So this was the first time I did one of these meditations where I looked at the flame of the candle. You guys can't see it. Hopefully I don't spill the wax on my laptop this time. But you see how there's the flame of the candle, right? So I spent this meditation looking at the flame of the candle, the entire meditation, and talking to the flame as if it was Tyree's spirit in my head the entire meditation. So I was saying some things I repeated, but I was saying things like, you deserved to grow old. You deserved to have a 30th birthday. You deserve to watch your son grow up. One of the things that kept coming up was that every sunset that I see for the rest of my life, I will think of him. I will think of you, because I was saying it to him as if he was the candle. And every sunset that I see, when I have my phone with me for the rest of my life, I will take a picture. For those of you that don't know, when his life was taken from him, he was driving home from taking a sunset picture, which he often did. He was only 80 yards from his house, from his parents' house, and the last words that he said was him screaming out for his mom. And, we take for granted, just the ability to even just go and take sunset pictures. Like, that's such a gentle thing. Like, you just want to document nature. Like, we just literally want to exist and to have the same privileges. And I remember when I was living in Vermont, I used to think sometimes I would say, oh, I want to go look at the sunset. But there were my moments where I just didn't feel safe enough to leave my house. And this is why, you know what I mean? And I say that with all recognition of my light skin privilege and being a woman, of how that makes me less of a threat to police. But still, I say that because this is why. And, it's just so hard. So during the meditation, it came to me almost as if spirit was channeling the message to me that we're going to start a new hashtag starting tonight. Okay. The hashtag is going to be hashtag sunsets for Tyre. And every time you see a sunset, you take a picture of it, and you can send it to me if you don't feel comfortable posting on your story. And I will start a collection, whether it be on Instagram or on my website, but we will have a collection of sunsets where we've thought of Tyre, because he loved taking pictures of the sunset. He was really into photography, and that was the last part of his life that he was able to enjoy. Like, the very last enjoyable thing that he did was take a picture of a sunset. So we're going to do hashtag sunsets for Tyre, which plays into what we're going to do in a few moments after I finish processing out loud. We're gonna create sunsets for Tyre, and then we can get the hashtag started tonight. When I was doing the meditation, I swear to you guys, I spent every 29 minutes just talking, all of those minutes just talking to the flame as if it was Tyre, the things I wish I could say to him, the things. And one thing that kept coming up again was, you deserve safety, and you are light, you are love, you deserve safety. And so many people take safety for granted, especially people that aren't Black living in America. It's like, if you can go and take a sunset picture and not have to think about the police before you get in your car, like, that's white privilege. That is a privilege. And sometimes white privilege, like, people have a hard time understanding it because you can't see it. It's not what's there, it's what isn't there, which is the constant fear and anxiety. That's why I had to leave America right now. I'm in London because I just couldn't be in America. Like, I needed a break, and I recognize my financial privilege in leaving because so many people cannot. But that's the thing, is it's like, if you can go and take a sunset and enjoy it and not have to think on your way home, like, about anything but that sunset, like, that's a privilege and that's an honor. And it's just so sad that, you know, it's so sad that when I found out the other day on Instagram, Breonna Taylor and Tyre Nichols have the same date of birth. They have the exact same birthday to the year. It's gotten so bad that people's birth dates are doubling up. That's how bad this war is in America. It is genocide. It is a war. It is a race war. It is the most vile thing that is happening routinely that people close a blind eye to. I mean, you are all here, so you care, but there's people that just don't say anything, and silence is violence. You know, one of the things I was doing during the meditation was I was doing some deep breaths, and as I was doing them, I was thinking, I'm breathing and you can't. Like, that is just so sad to me. Like, I don't know. That's just some of my reflections. And I think it was an interesting exercise that dawned on me to really just stare at the candle for the whole meditation and to talk to it, like, in my head as if it was Tyre, because it felt like I was connecting to his energy. And one of the things I was also saying was, you could have been so much more than a hashtag. You deserve to be so much more than a hashtag. Like, these lives are reduced to hashtags. That's freaking devastating. That's what I experienced. If you all, not all of you, but because there's no pressure, but whoever wants to, if you would like to write in the chat any reflections you have after your meditation for Tyre, now is a great moment for us to kind of share that. I'm going to catch up on the chat. Hey, I'll be in my yoga dome while meditating. That's wonderful. Water, heat, yoga mat, I'm ready. Love it. I'm monitoring the chat. I'm glad that we have some moderators. Thank you all for moderating the chat. Hey, Amanda, thanks for joining us. Hey, Jaylene. I'm sending love to those of you that just joined us, or not just, but and I'm making you moderators. Being a moderator just means that if someone says something, you can delete it if something's triggering in the chat. So yeah, if you don't have, I'm just gonna repeat this one more time, just because I don't know, people kind of go in and out, but I feel like this was an important reflection from the meditation, was that we're gonna do, if someone wants to write it in the chat, hashtag sunsets for Tyre. That's gonna be a new hashtag, a new activity that we're gonna do actively for him. It's gonna start tonight and it's never gonna end. So basically, this came to me during the meditation, is that every sunset, I'm going to think of him. And it's not even, it's just how it goes. Every time I use my turn signal, I think of Sandra Bland. Every time I see Arizona iced tea and Skittles, I think of Trayvon. There's just these mental associations. And now I know that whenever I see a sunset, I'm going to think of Tyre. So we're going to do hashtag sunsets for Tyre. And this is going to be an ongoing thing. We're going to start tonight with our artwork that we're going to do in a moment. And anytime that you see a sunset, and you think of Tyre, you can personally at me on Instagram, or you can DM it to me on Instagram, and I can share it anonymously, or you can share it in your story and tag me. Every time I go for a run, I think of Ahmad. Me too, Liz. You have no idea. I mean, you do, but like, because you experience it too. Like, you have the idea. But what I was gonna say is that I didn't. Running used to be one of my favorite things. I used to love to run. When I was in high school, I used to love to run, and I even ran track um, for a year. And then after Ahmad's death, I wanted to run, but I just couldn't. I did a few times, like very few times, but I actually would have panic attacks because I didn't feel safe enough to run. I started running again in London. I only did a few times because it's like safer to run in London, obviously. But every single time I go for a run, I think of Ahmad. Like, there's these mental triggers, and it's just so sad because it's not like these are such innocent things that people should be able to do. Go for a run, walk to 7-Eleven, drive, take a sunset picture, use a cell phone, sell something. Like, these are things that people should have the right to do, and they shouldn't have to wonder if it's going to take their life, um, or have it take their life. So, yeah, if anyone wants to share any reflections or anything that they want to share in the chat, this is the moment to share it. Like I said, we're going to do hashtag sunsets for Tyre. So whenever you see a sunset and you think of Tyre, you can use that hashtag, or you can just DM it to me and I will share it on my Instagram story. And we're going to keep an archive going of the different sunsets for Tyre in his honor. Um, One of the things I was thinking was, it would be beautiful if someone that had access to an art gallery, that if they could share his photos and do an exhibition for him, because he was a photographer. Like, he photographed sunsets, and I think he had a website of different images of his sunsets. That would be so beautiful if people did that. So yeah, I'm gonna get a sip of water. Please share any reflections that you have in the chat before we get started on this creative exercise. I wonder. No, I can't. I was curious if I could see who's in this live. You used to be able to see that kind of stuff, but I don't think it actually. Oh, I can see who's in here. Well, it only shows me 3 people, so I think that means the rest of the people don't follow me. I don't really know, but yeah, I'm gonna grab some water. Feel free to grab some water too. Feel free to share any reflections. If you don't have any reflections you want to share or any comments you want to make, you can just send a heart or send something in the chat to instate your presence, to let us know that you're here with us. Yeah, I it doesn't get easier. It doesn't get easier, and you know that's why we gotta come collectively. I just want to say one more thing before I start drinking my water. When Tyree, when Trayvon Martin, when I was processing his death, I was doing it alone in my room at night, like closetedly, basically, just like when everyone was asleep, wouldn't talk about it to anyone. It didn't feel like anyone cared. Didn't feel like anyone else really knew. Um, I went to a really white high school, so it didn't feel relevant. And that's why it's really important to me to create space for us to collectively extend this care in grieving as opposed to just doing it alone. So I just thought I'd share that. But yeah, um, I'm glad we have this space to mourn together. It's tough. I love you, Jaylene. I love you so much. Like, I'm sending you a mental hug. Oh, there's this song. It's called Baby Boy. I can't play it because I'm on YouTube and the copyright will like end this live or something. But there's a song called Baby Boy by Childish Gambino. And when my grandmother died, we listened to that when we were leaving the church and driving to the gravesite, and we cried. And I don't know, I associate that song with grieving in general. But when you listen to the lyrics, it's like about a mom mourning her son. And I've been listening to that a lot lately, just thinking of what Tyree's mom must be going through. I can never really imagine, but I can send love and It's just heartbreaking. That's another thing I said in my meditation, no mother should have to grieve their son, especially because of these reasons. Like, oh, let's see what you said. It's not really a reflection, but this violence hits me differently now as a parent. I can imagine, I can't imagine firsthand, but I can imagine that when you birth a child, especially a son, and then another son is taken, that there's a bond. The pain of losing someone's child and someone's parent, thinking about the loss of his child, feels the loss his family feels that won't get to grow up. And yeah, that's what I was thinking too, because I was thinking of his son too. I was thinking of both ends of it. I was thinking his mom doesn't even get to see her son, reach his 30th birthday, and then his child doesn't get to grow up with his son. I mean, with a father. His child grows up to knowing the father as a hashtag. Like, that's devastating. Like, his child isn't even old enough to know him. So he's just, or she, I forget if it's a boy or a girl that he has, but Tyree's child is just gonna eventually find out that his father, that their father's life is reduced to a hashtag. Too many black men gone too soon. I was thinking that too. One of the things I was thinking in the meditation was black men deserve to grow old. Black men deserve to live. Before I was a parent, I didn't really think about how scary it was to be a parent and not only worry about your child passing, but also your child having to live without you. Because it's both ends of it, because he was a son and a father. Yeah, dude. I think a son. Yeah, I thought a son too, Meg. I just wasn't sure. I don't have kids, but I'm scared to have kids in America, TBH. There's this anxiety about being a black woman and birthing a baby that will be subject to so much in this country. Exactly. And that's what I was thinking too. Like when I was meditating, I was like, to even have a child in this country is to give birth, like to have a black child in this country is to give birth to a child that has a target on its back, that has a death sentence given at birth. You know what I mean? It's parents already, like all parents have to worry about their children's safety, but like the type of safety you have to worry about birthing a black child, it's like unbearable. I can't even imagine the anxiety. Like every single time they do anything, they can be in their house sleeping and still be murdered. Yeah, exactly. Targets on their back. Boy, and I was thinking of how I have these deer, and if anyone here that knows me knows that like I really connect the treatment of black people in America to the treatment of deer, easily hated, hunted, killed for trophy, and ignored, disregarded, and so that's why I identify with the deer personally, but it wasn't forgotten when I was doing this meditation of how we really are just hunted and with a target on our backs, even by our own flesh, because it's so insidious, the white supremacy that plagues this nation. Okay, final thoughts in the chat. If anyone has any final discussions before we go into the art activity, and you're welcome to keep talking during the art activity, but we're just going to kind of wrap up these kind of reflections. I mean, they can carry on, but if anyone wants to say anything before we start going into the art activity. So I realize now that your time, it's probably 7:30. Our plan is to conclude at 8. It might be more like 8:15. Stay as long as you can. We're gonna see. I don't want to like rush anyone. You know what I mean? You can't rush grieving. But the plan initially was to end at 8, but we're just gonna go with the flow and see. If you have to dip at 8, just write something in the chat and say toodles. Well, don't say toodles. That sounds weird. Say like, hey, gotta go. But yeah, if anyone has any last final things they want to add to this conversation, this dialogue, before we go into the creating part of this. And I don't know exactly who's in the chat, who's watching besides the people in the chat, but I just wanted to give a little preface about my background in regards to this creative exercise. I have a bachelor's in art therapy. I'm currently getting my master's at Royal College of Art in a master's of research, specifically researching creative care, which is my practice now, which is creatively caring for the Black community, for people of the African diaspora. So through creative expression, through communal events, whether it be online or in person. So that's kind of what I'm doing at school, and it ties into this. And I just thought I'd give a little background of like who is the facilitator in case there's some people that don't know me that are watching. But yeah, that's my way of kind of trying to make sense of this all. There's no way to make sense of it all, but it's my way of trying to combat the debilitating feelings associated with this type of processing. Okay. Okay. So I want to make sure this candle is visible because this candle is in tribute to to Tyre. Excuse me. So I'm putting the candle in here again, but it's going to be right here, okay? So you can see the reflection here. That's how you know the candle's there. Okay, so we're going to do a creative exercise now, and it is completely up to you all what materials you want to use, whether you want to use magazines, whether you want to use markers, pencils. You can use anything that you have accessible, whatever is going to, let's take this wax off the table that's spilled. Whatever is going to make you feel most comfortable to create. You might want to even do a virtual collage, digital collage, where you just find pictures from online and assemble them. If you want to do poetry or spoken word, you're welcome. The theme for tonight is sunsets. So the exercise is that we're all going to create something surrounding the idea of sunsets. So whether you want to like paint or draw or color a picture of a sunset, collage a picture of a sunset, whether you want to write a poem that has to do with sunsets or has the word sunset in it, whatever creative expression you lend yourself to tonight, it's up to you. However, there should be some type of theme of sunsets in tribute to Tyre. So like I said, we're going to do hashtag sunsets for Tyre. You're welcome to share it on your Instagram story, and please tag me if you do. If you don't really want to share it on your Instagram story and you want to still share it with the world after you create, you can send it, DM it to me, and I'll post it in my Instagram story. But you can also just create it for yourself and not share it with anyone ever. This type of artwork does not have to be shared to mean something. Just the act of creating is enough. So if you're afraid of what other people will think of your artwork, or you're not comfortable sharing it, you do not have to. This is just for you to process and to show love and to show up and to create when everything else feels really hard. So once again, we're going to create sunsets. I'm going to write this in the chat just because I know people kind of come and go to these things. So let me just write creative care exercise. I almost spelled exercise wrong. Exercise. We are all going to create some form of a sunset in tribute to Tyre Nichols. And then I'm going to do hashtag sunsets for Tyre. Okay, that is what we're going to do. I'm trying to decide. Maybe I can get you guys to kind of give some feedback. I'm trying to decide if I want to do a collage with magazines of a sunset, or if I want to do with my iPad a virtual collage. By virtual, I mean animated, like a graphic design type of thing. So I don't know if anyone has any feedback, or I'm a Libra. I'm indecisive by nature. So if anyone feels any way about it, you can let me know. But yeah, so we're gonna do an allotted like 25 to 40 minutes. And we're gonna check in with you guys and see how's it coming. Do you need more time? But like I said, you can kind of like leave as you need to, because this was initially planned to end at 8, but the discussion/processing part took a little longer than I anticipated. So we're not going to put a time frame on this. You can just leave when you need to, but please send a little message like just to let us know you're leaving when you do need to leave. So yeah, we're all going to create sunsets for Tyre. If you want to, you can add like flowers to your sunset. That's totally up to you. But I was thinking myself of like, if I do a collage, maybe I could add like flowers to mine, because flowers really symbolize like grieving and that sort of thing. But yeah, that's the plan. I don't think I can really play music during this because of the copyrights claim stuff on YouTube. But if you at home want to put on some soothing music for yourself while we do this, feel free. I'm going to check in like kind of periodically and just say like, how's it going, guys? What's going on? Like, how's the sunset making going? But I really like this notion of hashtag sunsets for Tyree because I feel like I don't know, I just feel like it's a good way of honoring him in a sense. Because it's something that he appreciated and would capture, and it's us capturing it in tribute to him. So it feels right, and I just hope that energetically, his family can feel the love that we're giving, and I hope that this exercise helps you to grieve in some ways. Um, yeah, it just never gets easier, but just trying to do what we can. So yeah, you guys hear that crack in my hands? All right. Do let me know in the chat if you want to share what materials you're using to create your sunset. Like, are you using markers? Are you gonna write something? Like, what are you guys doing? And if creating feels like too much for you right now, this is a creative care type of session, so creating is kind of on the agenda. But if you really do not want to create, I implore you to just look at pictures of sunsets during this time. Whatever feels right. There's no judgment here. Colored pencils, that's always a solid one, Erin. Colored pencils are dependable. Um, and again, this is not about the outcome of the artwork. It's not about making a perfect sunset. You can channel your frustration into your sunset. If you're working with like markers and you're mad, if you're feeling mad, you can just like make a sunset with rage. If you're feeling sad and you want to like slowly make it, like you can use this to channel your emotions. The collage app called Shuffles on iPad. Ooh, I've never heard of that app. And since you're working on your iPad, I'll join you. I'm gonna make an animated collage on Procreate. I made my first animated collage on Procreate. I don't know if you're familiar with the app Procreate, but I made my first animated collage on Procreate this past week for my research practices. And since you said iPad, I'm gonna join you, Meg. I'm gonna find some images of sunsets to add. Let's see, sunsets. And you know what's really just dawning on me now? The difference between a sunrise and a sunset, because a sunset happens at the end of the day, and this was like the end of his last day. It's heartbreaking. Using sand, rocks, and sticks. Ooh, that sounds really interesting. I really do hope you share a picture later, but there's no pressure. That's interesting. But I really like how hands-on that material is. I think that's really really dope to use something so like hands-on, because using your like sensory type of art can be really useful when you're trying to process. I mean, you know this, but yeah. So on Google, because I'm finding some of my pictures from Google. Wow, that went by fast. Yeah, time flies. Time flies. Do you have any processing that you would like to say or share, or anything that came to you? Um, Anything you want to share at all? Feel free. We're doing hashtag sunsets for Tyree, where we're all creating sunsets. This has me upset in ways I cannot even explain. Feel free to channel that rage into creation. If you feel up to creating, you can literally just angrily go at it. And if you're feeling numb, feel that. Honor those feelings. I mean, you have a black sun. Like, I can't personally even imagine how different it is for you to process this. So, what I was saying was that you can create art if that feels right. And if it doesn't, if it feels like too much to create art, I implore you to, and sorry, the theme is sunsets. We're doing sunsets for Tyre. So if that feels like too much, you can go on YouTube and you could type in video of a sunset, watch that for this time frame if you just don't feel like you can do it in your hands, if you don't want to. But we're all doing something to do with sunsets right now in his tribute. Last meditation, the candle popped at the end. This one spills over. That's really sad. Whew. I'm thinking of that live we did before with what's it called? When we did the candle for Ahmaud Arbery and it broke the glass thing. I think that you're delayed, Darlene. I'm gonna let you know that. I'm gonna text you just so that you're aware that you're not in the live part now, but there's no rush. Like watch this video at its own at your own speed. So I'm just gonna message you so you know. Just so you know you're delayed, but that's no problem. Sending so much love to you. Okay, I just texted you. Okay. I just looked at the time and it was a 11144, so angel numbers. Okay, so we're gonna create this sunset artwork for him. Oh, God. I love looking at the sunset. I will never see it the same. Like, it's all these things that we take for granted. So many things. I found this sunset image where it looks like someone put a heart in the middle of it. Do you see how it's like a heart? I think I'm going to use that one. He was gentle like a deer. Yeah, I was saying that in my meditation. I was like, you were so gentle, but the world didn't treat you as such. It was something that came to me during meditation. So yeah, I'm going to use this picture because it's in the public domain, and it has a heart that someone has like made into it with the sunset. So I'm going to use that as like my backdrop, and then I'm going to add in like flowers and maybe a picture of him for my little graphic design collage. Whew. Thank you all for taking the time to be here with me tonight. It's really nice to have the support and the care. It really is. I love seeing what Darlene's writing in the chat. I'm gonna send some hearts. I love you. Yeah, it's nice to have the support. Like, I don't know, I have like some friends that like when I'm kind of like, I would say pretty loudly grieving because it's all over my story and people like look at my story. So I have some friends that are just like, oh, talk to me if you need anything or don't hesitate to talk to me. But it's like, I don't mean to sound rude, but I can't really talk to people about this kind of stuff. Like I can talk like this, but I can't just like message you and be like, yeah, so you know how I'm grieving and you haven't seemed to like really do anything. It's like I can't have people show up for me in a sense like that. It's just not how it works. Like this is how you show up for me. Like you participate in these kind of things. Like that's how mentally I receive care. So, and it's how I give care. I just can't do like the whole like I can't really like sometimes you can't talk unless you have this kind of safe space. Like I can't just like, oh, how's your day going? Yeah, so I'm grieving another death and blah blah blah. Like it's like that's not. I don't know if anyone can relate to this. So thank you for showing up here because this is how I receive love about these type of topics and how we can extend love to each other. So I'm kind of like painting the sunset because I found this image, but it's not really like it's kind of gray at the top. So I'm adding like some colors to it to make it a little bit more, a little bit like more pinky, and I'm gonna add a few different colors to it to kind of modify it a bit, just to kind of make it a little bit not prettier, but a little bit more dimensional. Let's see, I could add like a darker red. Oh, let's see. What? Same birthday? It is yeah, same exact birthday. So as you guys know, the yoga preacher is a little delayed, which is totally fine and good because she's just watching at her own speed. But I'm still like responding to her, which she's gonna see later. I don't know, because I still want to acknowledge the things she's saying. I should just write it in the chat, but I'm in the middle of like creating. So yeah. Mm. Hmm. What have been some songs that you've been using to process this? I think I already mentioned Baby Boy by Childish Gambino has been one of my songs. There's this beautiful song called I Don't Want to Feel No More. It's by Reggie, Reggie. The music video really drives it home if you're interested. And that's been something I've been using. Um, I've been like having a hard time just like, I don't know, people are like, how are you feeling? I'm just like, I'm feeling. I've been dissociating. I've been actually dealing with a lot of symptoms of PTSD. Um, so fun to to be diagnosed with a new disorder. So I've just been, you know, dissociating and napping and dissociating some more and regressing. So yeah, people when sometimes it's so interesting how some at some points in your life when someone says, "Oh, how are you feeling?" It can almost be triggering because you don't even know how to respond. You're just like, "I am feeling." That's it. Like I don't know how to answer that question besides the fact that I'm feeling everything, and that's pretty much where my mind's been. Just been feeling. I skipped class today. I just couldn't because I couldn't fall asleep until like 8 in the morning. I just wasn't gonna go to class. If you're trying to listen to music and my talking is getting in the way of that, you can like mute just your YouTube tab and then you can listen to music and then tune back in later because if that's what's gonna, suit you, feel free. Okay, so I'm adding a lot of orange to the sunset right now. It feels right. But I also don't want it to look too fake, the sunset I'm creating. Hmm. Let's see what I can do. So, I don't know. I tried to do this orange thing, but I'm not feeling it, so I'm gonna erase it. Um, I'll just go back so I can keep some of the pink stuff. If you're here in the chat right now, feel free to send like a smiley face. I'm just kind of curious who's here right now with us. Or you can send a heart or any kind of emoji, really. Love you, Jaylene. Okay, so love you guys. So let's see how to proceed with this collage. Oh yeah, I remember Run for a Mod. That was like, I remember running with my dad. That was interesting. Yeah, wearing our white t-shirts during COVID. I feel like that was like the only time I left my house was to run for a minute because that was when we were like pretty deep into lockdown. For those of you that recall. Yeah, I'm referenced that I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of Stomp Stomp. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. I feel that. I feel that. Some other songs that have been holding me down, holding me up, whatever. There's the song, what's that song? Oh, Bookends by Simon and Garfunkel. Time it was, and what a time it was. It was a time of innocence, a time of confidences. Long ago, it must be long ago. Preserve your photographs, they're all that's left you, or something like that. So anyone that's like watching this and is joining this with us, I mean, obviously, if you feel compelled to, you can send me a picture of your artwork after. But beyond that, if you've joined us, excuse me, just let me know by like, if you want me to pull like an oracle card for you. I think what I'm actually going to do is pull one for whoever's left at the end of this as like a collective message. So I think I'm going to end this live later on by pulling an oracle card for the collective just to see, because we've been collectively sharing energy. So just kind of like a message for us all to kind of end on later. I've also been listening to that song Be Free by J. Cole. Can you tell me why every time I step outside I see my people do? All I want to do is take the chains off. All I want to do is be free. That song. Also, Rich Spirit by Kendrick Lamar. There's that one line in the song where it's like, I pray to God you actually pray when somebody dies. Thoughts and prayers way better off timelines. I would say it's like false claiming, ain't cute, I'm mortified. I feel like people be like, oh, thoughts and prayers. And that's like the whole thing. We don't need thoughts and prayers. We need change. We need policy change. We need reform. We need abolition. Yeah, thoughts and prayers haven't gotten us anywhere. All right, so I've been adding a lot of red to the sunset, and this is how it's going. I don't know if it's actually going to pick up for you guys. So I added like all that red at the top to kind of like make it a little bit more intense, kind of pull the image together a bit more. I think it's going well. I think it's going well. Yeah. So like I said, it's approaching the 8 o'clock time for you guys. So anyone that has to dip at 8, because that's when I said this was going to end, I totally understand. Just let us know when you're leaving so we can like say farewell and thank you for coming so far. Anyone that has the space and time to stay until you want to. I'm just pretty much going to do this until I finish making this tribute, because I'm not going to rush this. You know what I mean? It's filled with care. So I think I'm going to add a picture of Tyre and then some flowers to kind of wrap up my collage. Let's see. I want to see what other songs I've been listening to on repeat during this like morning period, because if you go on Spotify, you can just type in on repeat and it will tell you what songs you've been listening to on repeat. So Same Problems by A$AP Rocky. Yo, that's a new track. And it's exactly about this. I mean, it wasn't specifically for Tyre, but it's Same Problems by A$AP Rocky. Great one. And I'm listening to 1-800-273-8255. That song that's like, I don't wanna be alive. I don't wanna be alive. Um, that's it's a song about suicide essentially, but it has like an optimistic message at the end. And then I was listening to Ain't Gonna Stop Me by Reggie, another great song by Reggie. Crying in the Car by Meg Stallion. I'm With You by Avril Lavigne. Yeah, 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 yeah. Any Avril fans on that track? So yeah, what songs have you guys been listening to? Hmm, trying to find a really good picture of Tyree to use for this tribute, like to kind of edit into it. I'm thinking like I like the idea of using this image, so I might just try to do that. But it's a little zoomed in for my preference. Maybe I could find an image that's a little more zoomed out for this collage. It's hard because when you look up pictures of him, you have to like really quickly not look at things from the video. I specifically like haven't watched any of the video, and I absolutely refuse. After I watched Ahmaud Arbery's video, I will never watch another video. There's no reason. It just triggers like PTSD in us, and there's just no reason. Quite honestly, it's like trauma porn. Um, that's the hard thing is it's like, we're like, oh, police officers should just live stream, but then it's like, but then you have to see that stuff. I mean, I guess the thought is then you can like, if someone lives over there, they can intervene. But I just want to reiterate this because I said this when Ahmaud Arbery passed, and I don't know how many people actually like did anything about it. But if you see a person get pulled over, if you are driving, I don't care if you're on your way to work, it doesn't matter where you're going. If you drive by someone who is black and they are being stopped by a cop at a traffic stop, you should pull right behind them and get your camera out and go live because I just wonder what kind of prevention that could do. So, I mean, you got to kind of see contextually if it makes sense to do it, but it's not a bad idea. Even if you see like an officer talking to a black person and things look like they're getting heated, just pull out your camera and stand nearby. I don't know. That's just my thoughts personally. I think it could have impact. It could help. You never know because when there's a crowd, especially when there's people that aren't black, like watching and kind of filming, I feel like it can bring more awareness to the people that are like the officers, like, oh, we are really being watched by other people. So now I found this picture of Tyree, and I'm like editing it out so he can be in the picture. So I'm like deleting or erasing the parts of the picture that are like the background. And I think I'm gonna change what's on his shirt too. And just make it be like a black shirt or something. Because it's like a not half naked, but it's like a woman in a brown underwear. And there's nothing wrong with that, but kind of want to make it a little more wholesome for this picture's sake, you know? Just to go with the sunset and everything. Maybe I could put a picture of his son or something on his shirt. So, yeah. I wish I could play Rich Spirit right now by Kendrick. But YouTube is so strict about copyrights, like they'll probably end the Zoom if I try to. It's such a good track. Okay, I'm gonna go on mute and we're all gonna on our phone look up the song Rich Spirit by Kendrick and listen to it just for this moment, okay? Okay, I'll give it another minute, like, 'cause I know we all kinda started the song at different paces, and then I'm gonna give us one more song to collectively listen to. Um, so yeah, because I really like listening to music when I create, but YouTube Live doesn't really like that. So I like the idea of us still kind of listening to my playlist, but individually. So let's see. I want to thank you all one more time for showing up tonight. I know it's kind of hard on a Monday sometimes where you're like, I just want to, it's Monday, but you know, it's nice that we can all kind of do this together. The yoga preacher already said like she really felt good that we were doing it collectively, and that's how I feel. Because otherwise, mourning individually, it's just harder for me at least. Everyone's different. Um, it's my pleasure, Jaylene. It's my pleasure, Erin. All right, next track. We're gonna listen to another song collectively. So look up the song "Same Problems" by ASAP Rocky. Same Problems, ASAP Rocky. Someone can put it in the chat if they feel called to. I'm gonna go on mute, listen to this song, and then I'll go back off mute. Okay. Curious if you guys are liking the music or if it's distracting you from creating. You can let me know in the chat how many problems get solved if we don't get involved. Mm, Aaron's enjoying it. Okay, bestie bug. Um, let's see. I'll give you guys another six song to play in just a moment. Just letting everyone catch up to where we're at. For those that wanna, listen along. 'Cause I like to listen to art. To art. What is art? I like to listen to art while I create art. I'm putting a Black Lives Matter shirt on him. That's what I'm doing in my editing right now. Okay, let me know in the chat. Do you guys want a sad song or an uplifting song? I want to know because I have both, as you can imagine. So just let me know if you're feeling kind of diving into the sadder songs, kind of like, or if you want something that's going to be a little bit more uplifting. Uplifting. Okay. The next song we're gonna listen to in that case is the song. It's called "It's a Good Day to Fight the System." It's called "It's a Good Day" and then parentheses to fight the system. It's by Shung Uduzu. I don't really know how to pronounce it. It's the first song up there. It's a good day to fight the system. It's a great song. I love this song. Um, yeah, the artist is Shungudzo, and it's 111 right here, right now, which is angel numbers for the time. So yeah, if anyone wants to put that in the chat, you can. It's a good day to fight the system. Oh, I forgot I had the thing on still. Oops. Hopefully, I don't get flagged for this. Feel free to sing at home. I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna put you guys on mute now. Yeah, I really love that song too, Liz. I'll give you guys another minute to finish listening to that song before I pop in another song suggestion. Let me know how your art's coming. I'll show you guys how mine's coming now. This is kind of what I'm working on now. Try to put this shirt on him, kind of. Okay, I'm kind of stuck between two songs for the next song suggestion. Love it. Thank you. Does anyone in the chat have a song they want for us to listen to that goes along with the kind of energy that we're doing? Feel free to throw it in the suggestion. Yeah, isn't it a good song, Gwen? Like, I don't know. I feel like it's really uplifting. I have to head, but thank you for holding space. I'm glad I was able to be part of it. I am too. Thank you, Meg. Feel free to send me your artwork when it's done. Perfect. Thank you so much for coming, and I love you so much too. I miss Meg. She moved to New York, and I moved to London, so that's how that goes. I mean, I'm far away from all of you guys, but I haven't seen Megan since a lot longer. Well, Liz, I haven't seen the longest. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen Liz since whenever you moved to Colorado. I don't remember what year that was. I think it was 2019, like some August of 2019. That's a long time. Sending you a big warm hug from NYC. Received. Thank you. Your presence is a present. If anyone wants to throw a song in that we can listen to, write it in the chat if it goes along with the vibe. Otherwise, if I don't hear one in another minute, I'll just give us another one. But this is a space where you guys can contribute a song if you want to. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. Because if your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, they're no friends of mine. I know Erin has a song suggestion. I'm just waiting for her to send it. I don't know why. I just know Erin's like debating on sending one. It's okay, Erin. You can send it. If your friends don't dance, they don't dance. They're no friends of mine. 2019, Liz. Yeah, that's too long. That is too long. That's too long. What is that, like 3 years? Ugh, I miss you too. I remember that summer when we used to like spend so much time together watching onion movies, which for those of you in the crowd, no, they're not movies about onions. Um, oh man, the memories. I still have to watch Arrival. Don't be mad at me. I still haven't seen it. Breathe with intention. Okay, see, I knew Erin had a song suggestion. That's what I'm talking about. And I've never heard this song. And I like that you can show me a song I've never heard too. So we're all gonna listen to that song Erin sent. It's called Breathe with Intention. Okay, breathe with intention. Okay, I'm gonna put myself on mute. Let's listen. Oh, oops, didn't mute you guys. That song was so nice, we're gonna listen twice. I feel like you can't listen to that song once, we gotta listen to it again. Play that back, play that back. Oh, a beautiful song. So nice we had to listen twice. Thank you, Erin. I laughed during it because I went to favorite it and I already had it favorited, which made me laugh. It's so good. That song is so good. I feel like you were probably the one who put me onto it originally, and it's just lived in my liked songs of 3,000 and hasn't circulated back to me yet since whenever you put me onto it. Um, okay, the next song that we're gonna listen to, and I don't know, let me know how are you guys' sunsets coming? Like, how much more time do you think you need? Um, Again, like, don't rush yourself, but how much time do you think is like how's it going? How is the progression of your sunset making going? It looks like it's just two of us now, so people had to dip, but I'm just curious how the making is going, how it's all going. Appreciate you being here, finding time in your schedule. Oh, there's four people now. Okay, hello. So, how's everyone's making going? How are the sunset creations going? We're creating sunsets for Tyre. I'm doing mine on my iPad right now. Hey Gwen. Hey Gwenny Gwen's Gwenny, what is your Instagram? Gwenny Gwenster. No, it's like Gwenny Gwen or something. Your like Instagram name. I called you Gwenster. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, you sent yours on IG. Do you feel comfortable with me sharing it on here? If not, no worries. But like, can I share it on here to show others? Or there's no need to if you don't want to share it. I understand that too. Um, it's okay. Okay, let's see what Gwen's up to. Go on Instagram. Okay, I'm excited for the reveal. And a drum roll, please. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I had to screenshot it. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Gwen, wow. Oh, you're working on a second one, Liz. I love that. I love that so much. This is Gwen's, guys. Wow. Hold on. Isn't that really pretty? It's like, yes, I love it, Gwen. It's so moving. Wow. I'm just gonna keep it up here for a second. It's so amazing. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. What are you using pastels? Is that what it is? My vision is to bring my viewers deep into what I am seeing. I hope to one day let people see what I see and hopefully admire my work based on the quality and the ideals of my work. He added, signing off, your friend. Wait, who is that from? Oh, I found this quote from Tyree. Oh my goodness, from his wow. We're going to keep his legacy going through creative expression. That's that's so heartbreaking. Aaron, send me his Instagram. Send me that Instagram you found. I wanna check it out later. Um, it's pastels and paint gum Arabic on top on some parts. I never heard of that. Paint gum. Interesting. Looks really dope. It's really beautiful, Gwen. Thanks for sharing with us. If anyone else wants to share, you can text it to me or you can send it on Instagram and just write in the chat that you shared it and I will find it. But my phone is dying soon, so I would do this sooner than later. Okay, this is where I'm at. I got this shirt on him, but I'm gonna try to warp the shirt a little bit so that it looks like someone's wearing it because it looks flat right now. But I want to like change it so it looks like it's actually being worn. That's what I'm working on. NYT article. It does contain a triggering picture. Maybe you could just send me screenshots of the text from the article. And then I could check it out later. You could do that later too. There's no urgency. Okay, so if anyone wants to send their artwork of how it's going so far, you can. But in the meantime, I have our next song, and it's my favorite spoken word poem of all time. So it's called Intro Push Out the Noise, and it's by Common. So it's Intro Push Out the Noise. It's the first one. It's like Intro Push Out the Noise by Common. So let's give that a listen. It's my favorite spoken word poem. Like I listen to it so much, and it's very relevant to like what we're doing. So that's it. Intro, Push Out the Noise by Common, Common. Aw, baby Atlas. I can't wait to meet you, baby Atlas. Thank you so much for joining, Liz. I feel your energy. I felt your presence. It's so nice to connect with you. And it really means a lot that you showed up and created. And Yeah, I love you and thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I'm sending a lot of love your way. And I feel the love and receive it that you've sent throughout the live. Can't wait to see your artwork. And do let me know when you send it to me if it's cool for me to share or not, 'cause I respect everyone's privacy. Yeah. And I'm kind of finishing up. So I say we give it another like 15 minutes. Do you guys think you can finish your art in 15 minutes? I don't want to rush anyone. So in the chat, let me know how much more time you think you would like to create. 'Cause I don't want to rush anyone. No, So just let me know how much time you think you're like looking for to create. Um, can let me know. Oh, and for those of you that don't know, Atlas is her little baby boy. And she said Atlas helped me create the first one. Um, let's see. Oof, why is it doing this to me? I'm trying to use the Photoshop. Mm, okay. I'm trying to edit this on Photoshop. It's giving me a hard time right now. Hmm, interesting. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so just sent on Instagram and you can share anything you want to. Okay, beautiful. I'll share that on my Instagram later because my phone is getting like it's on like 4%. So we'll save the last bit for what is it called? For save the last bit for songs so we can listen to a couple more songs if anyone wants to. Erin, Gwen, anyone have a song they want to collectively listen to? Oh, I didn't realize if I did his shirt backwards that the Black Lives Matter would be backwards. So I'm gonna have to just put flowers on the other shirt because it's like the Black Lives Matter went reverted too. So I think I'm gonna cover the other shirt with flowers instead. Um, I didn't think of that. It's getting warm in here. Let's see, flowers. So if you go on Google, you can click tools and you can click usage right and you can click Creative Commons licenses, which basically just pulls up images that are in the public domain so that you don't have to worry about like copyright essentially, which I think is cool. I kind of discovered that recently. I think I'm gonna use these flowers. Yeah, actually no, I'm not gonna use those flowers. Maybe I can find some that have a transparent background. You can click tools and then you can click like color and you can click transparent. It works sometimes. Don't get too excited. Sometimes it doesn't. Okay. Let's see. How do I save this? Okay. Do you guys want to listen to more music? You can let me know in the chat. You can also let me know if you have like an idea of how much longer you think you'll need to finish up, or you'd like for time to finish up. Mm, I'm glad we're doing this. It's been a really rough week for the collective in general. Oh, Aaron's finishing up. Okay, so maybe like 10 more minutes, 5 more minutes, something like that. Ah, yes, the transparent background worked. Sometimes when you look at like images, it'll say it has a transparent background, but then it doesn't, and you have to like edit out the background. So you gotta count your wins where you can. Um, okay, so let's do like one more song. Let's do one more song. Let me look at my phone right now. Let's do Ain't Gonna Stop Me. It's a good song. It's by Reggie. It's called Ain't Gone, G-N, Stop Me. Reggie, Reggie. Ain't Gonna Stop Me. Oh, I should put my phone on. Oh, it is on the power mode. Ain't Gonna Stop Me, the top one, a color show, whatever. So yeah, Ain't Gonna Stop Me by Reggie, and then we'll check in with how everyone's finishing up. I'm trying to find I'm gonna do, like, just an image of doves to kind of finish up this collage piece, but I can't seem to find excuse me, anywhere, it says the transparent background isn't there, but then when I try to add it to Photoshop, it's, like, clearly the transparent background is there, so I'm just trying to find that. We're just kinda finishing up. If anyone has a song they want us to collectively listen to, just send it in the chat. It should be, like, kind of related to what we're doing, you know what I mean? Not like some Cardi B randomly, but you know what I'm saying? Um, I was gonna say we could listen to "Be Free" by J. Cole or "Change" by J. Cole or "For Your Eyes Only" by J. Cole, but I'm not trying to cry right now, so maybe not, because those songs are really, really emotional. I've probably listened to "Be Free" by J. Cole more than I've listened to, like, any other song in my life, just being honest. See, still trying to find an image of a dove. I might have to Photoshop the background out because I'm not having the easiest time. Um, let's see, dove, transparent background. Okay, my phone's on 2%, so that's probably gonna be the last song. Because I don't have a charger nearby. But I'm gonna let the last song. Let me try putting my songs on shuffle and see what comes up. No, definitely not. When You Look Me in the Eyes by Jonas Brothers. Not gonna do that. We're gonna go with the song. This came up on shuffle and I kept clicking. "Another Day in America" by Kali Uchis. "Another Day in America." Kali Uchis is going to be probably the final song as we conclude. Yeah, my phone died, so you guys are gonna have to let me know when that song ended on your end. Um, yeah, 'cause my phone's just not working. It's plugged into the wall. Let's see. Just trying to get these dove images in, and then I'll be good. Let's see. Shouldn't be this hard to find images of doves with a transparent background, but here we are. Doves, halo, transparent background. Let's see. Images. Let's see. Transparent. So y'all guys let me know in the chat when that song ends, because my phone like just died when I was listening to it, because my phone was on like 1%. So I had my phone plugged into the wall. Um, see. This would be good if this one works. Add to photos. No, these aren't working. I'm gonna have to just edit the background off of the birds. Insert a photo. Maybe I can find just one dove instead of groups of doves. Okay, so how's it going? How's the creating going? Yeah, how's it going? Let me know in the chat. I always kind of go over the time that I expect it will take because you don't want to rush artwork that's being made from a place of care. You know what I mean? I sent mine on IG. Okay, that's wonderful. I have to let my phone charge up for a little bit before I look at it. So are you all done then, Erin? I think there's someone else. Oh, I think it's just you now. I think it's just you. But people kind of come and go, so I don't know. Sometimes it's not accurate. But yeah, I'm just trying to find an image of a dove so I can finish. So I'm just trying to find one dove, just one dove, right? Like, um, okay. I'm just trying to find one image of a dove, like really badly, so I can finish this collage. I'm going to send the final song for us to collectively listen to as we finish up. And it's actually a really good song. Like I'm actually really happy I thought of this song because I feel like a lot of people don't know about the song and looking it up because you're probably gonna have to open it on like a YouTube link because it's I don't think it's on Spotify or anything. But it's a good song. I used to listen to it like on repeat and it's a tribute to a Prince song. So making my mama proud. Okay. I'm gonna send it in the chat. Then we're gonna finish up. So here we go. It looks like a sunrise. What? You can't tell a difference between like a sunrise and a sunset. We know it's a sunset. It's a sunset. If you say it's a sunset, Erin, it's a sunset. All right. So listen to the song that I just sent in the chat, and then we're gonna meet back here and conclude. Okay, I'll give you guys like a minute because I know like some people probably started this song at like 30 seconds or something later than other people. But yeah, we are finishing up. I think I'm done with mine. I'm gonna give it like 30 seconds before I share it with y'all, just so everyone can like be here. Cause that song is so good. It's a cover of When Doves Cry, which is why it came to mind because I was trying to find an image of a dove for so long. By Prince. That's a song reference. It's a good one. It's a good one. Um, yeah, it hits. It's like completely different from what the song was originally about. Because it's when doves cry, but that one was when thugs cry. This is what it sounds like when thugs cry. Why do we shoot at each other? I just like it. I like it. I think I'm done with this collage, honestly. Let me see. I can bring this opacity down a bit. And then if I just sharpen the whole image, I think that would be, I think all I have to do is like sharpen the layer. And that should be good. So if I click this layer, come on now, work with me. And I hold it down. All right. All right. So I'm going to share my finished piece with you guys. It's not perfect. It's just what I made during this live session. So this is my finished piece for hashtag sunsets with Tyree. No, sunsets for Tyree. Should we do sunsets with? No, sunsets for Tyree. Okay, let me see. So it's not going to show up like the best because it's getting the glare from my computer. But we have the doves there. I did two of him. Hope that doesn't seem weird that there's two of him. What do you guys think? Does it work with the two, like the reflected image, or should I just have done one? I'm open to feedback. And then I have the Black Power fist and the sunset, and I have Black Lives Matter on one of his shirts, and then some flowers on the other. So what do you guys think? Do you think it looks good with two of him, or should I just keep this one of him? I'm open to feedback because I could always just keep the one of him and then have like two doves on the other side. I don't know if it seems strange that there's two pictures of him because it's not like he's a twin. Um, The heart sunset is cool. I like both. He loved nature, and it makes me think of reflection and water. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, my phone charged up a little bit. So if you're here and you want to share your work with the thing with us, I'm gonna go get my phone, share Aaron's piece, and maybe Liz's, because I think Liz sent me a picture too. And then we're gonna just say farewell for tonight. It's so on brand for me to go like an hour over the duration that I expected. Well, hey Jaylene, thank you, Love Bug. Um, let's see what Liz's looks like. I think Erin sent me a picture of hers. Okay, Liz sent hers over, so this is Liz's. Ooh, when she said she was doing it with like sand and sticks and stuff, I didn't know she meant outside. I thought she meant like one of those sensory tubs for kids. So this is the first one she did for Liz. Let's see. It's the first one Liz did. And then this is the second one Liz did. This is pretty cool. Oh, yeah, yeah. She did it. Wow, this is pretty cool. And she has skateboarding in there because he skateboarded in the camera because he took pictures of sunsets and then him and his son. Wow, that's a beautiful tribute. I'm going to keep it up for another second in case you guys want to look a little bit longer. I like the skateboarding graphic and the silhouette action. Really dope, Liz. Thank you so much for sharing. It's beautiful. And oh, she even tagged me on Instagram. Even better. And I think Erin said she sent hers. Let me check my other Instagram. Yes, here we go, Erin. Oh, skate and peace, our friend. That's beautiful. Let me see. The brightness is like making it a little bit less. Let me save the image and then I might be able to pull it up sideways on my phone. So let me save this image. And then and I love the cursive writing that you did, Erin. So if I go to my saved images and I put it sideways, that should work. I don't want everyone to see my other saved images. Okay. It's backwards because, you know, I hope it's not backwards for you guys. Maybe it's just because I'm the one recording. It says, "Skate in peace, our friend. Sunsets for Tyre Nichols. Yes, he was a skater. Oh, you saw skate in peace shirts? Oh, that's wow. Great tributes all around. Really, like you can feel the intention with everyone's work that they've sent. Um, it's beautiful. Um, Jaylene, if you want to share yours, you're welcome to, but there's never any pressure. You know how it is. So yeah, I really like the pieces that were made. I'm sure that Meg, let's see what Meg sent. Whoa. Look at Meg's. Okay. This is what she sent me. She used like an app to do a collage. Oh, let me get the brightness. Come on. Okay, maybe this will help. So she did like an app to do the collage. Look at the beautiful flowers there in the corner, and the silhouette and the sunset. Yeah, it's really nice. Everyone did such good jobs. And she has all these stars, like as the sun rays are stars. If you can see that. I think the sun. I couldn't tell the sun or the flower, but it's really. Oh, she sent a video. I think it might be a moving collage. Let's find out. Oh, this is so dope. Okay, sorry, I got excited. Okay, so she like recorded the making of it. That's really dope. So it's like an animated collage. Yeah, that's so dope. Okay. She said, "The figure is supposed to be a representation of Tyre. I hope his soul is resting easy and enjoying the most beautiful sunsets from up above." Beautiful tribute. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, isn't that cool? I'll play it back one more time because I think we all kind of enjoyed watching that. I mean, with everyone's permission, I'd love to share them on my Instagram, but I don't want to share anything on Instagram that you guys don't want shared publicly. I respect everyone's privacy. But yeah, it would be cool to share these on Instagram. Um, so yeah, unless Jaylene, if you want to share yours, there's no pressure. But I think that you're the only one here still that I want to make sure everyone has a chance to if they wanted to. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. I'll share mine one more time, just to yeah, just to conclude. So this is the one I made. You know what? I'm gonna save it as an image and I share it on the whole size of my iPad. So select, share, JPEG, and let's see. I focused on listening to music and doing some movement. Love that. Got some pain during the meditation and reflection. But I'd love to share a sun image for Instagram later. Perfect. Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. I'm so glad that you got some movement in. Sorry to hear the pain crept up. Um, I'm glad you're just like listening to what your body is calling for. That's always the most important thing. Okay, I'm just trying to show you guys the image of the one I just downloaded. Oh, saved image. Okay, now I can show you mine one more time. So, let's see, this was mine. Oh, geez. Okay, come on. It's like, it's being weird. Okay, here we go. This is my finished, um, dang. Okay, this is my finished sunset for Tyre. And this doesn't have to be a one-time thing. Whenever you see a sunset, you could take a picture and use the hashtag or send it to me and I can post it with a hashtag. Or if you ever feel like you want to do this again, you can either watch the live again or just do this exercise on your own and make more sunsets and continue sharing them with me if you feel called to. I just want to say thank you to everyone who showed up. It's been beautiful having this energy exchange. And as I promised, I will pull one oracle card for the collective to conclude because I did say that earlier. I'm just going to plug my laptop in. We'll pull one oracle card and then we'll say goodnight. So let me just plug my laptop into the charger and get an oracle deck for the collective. Let's see. So I got my laptop charger and then an oracle deck. Okay, let's see. So let's see which oracle deck I feel drawn to. Whew. Decisions. I think I'm gonna choose. Oh no! I just dropped a bunch of stuff on my altar. No big deal. So I'm gonna let you all choose. So I believe there's only like 2 of us left, 3 of us left. So I'm gonna let you decide in the chat really quick. Do you want me to pull from one deck for the people that are here, or would you prefer that I pulled? These are the decks in question. We have the African Goddess Rising deck, the Indigo Angel deck, and the Divine Animal Oracle deck. So if you prefer a personalized card just for you, you can let me know and I'll text it to you because I'm pretty sure it's just like Erin and Jaylene. Or if you want me to pull one for the collective and you have a preference on the deck, let me know which deck you think the collective message for us 3 should be. So let's see. I would love a collective one. Okay, which deck are we feeling drawn to? Oh, let me see what you said. You don't realize how fast everything moves until you intentionally sit still, reflect, and focus on activity. Thank you for always bringing us together. Much love. Whichever you feel called to. Would it be overkill to pull one from each deck? I want a personalized card and a collective indigo. Okay, you said indigo. We're doing collective indigo. Okay. And then I'll give you a personalized card after Jaylene through message. You can let me know if there's a deck you want me to pull from. I can even pull from that deck where I got that polar bear message the other day if you want. You know, the deck with the cat and the popcorn card. Anyone else that's like watching is like, what? Okay, so Jaylene said for the collective message, we should do the Indigo Angel Oracle deck. This is the one we're choosing from. And here we go. So let's all take 3 deep breaths to bring our energy together. And on the last breath, let everything out. Everything you've been holding on to since we started this live. Everything. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right. Here's a message for the collective. For the collective that tuned into this YouTube live, whether this be those that are watching right now or those that just tapped in or anyone that's part of this YouTube live, we're doing one collective oracle card for the collective. I say collective a couple times. So what message, timeless message, is meant for this collective, creating for change, sunsets for Tyre? What message is waiting for us from this deck after this collective, collaborative exchange of energy to conclude our tribute, sending love to Tyre? Okay, one just came out. You are not alone. Yo, I'm sorry. This is probably the most emotional card that could have came from this deck. Oh my goodness. Yo, because we have this candle lit for him. We have this candle lit for him, right? Okay, let me see. Let me show you the candle. We have this candle lit for Tyre, and this is the card that came out. She's holding the candle. She is holding the candle. Do you see her? And that was me when I was meditating, like looking at the candle and telling him he's not alone. Like, bro. And it's like an angel in the cosmos with the wings. You are not alone. I'm going to read what it says in the book for this card, but the message is already received. Okay, so you are not alone. Let's see what it says. So it says, I love that for us too, Jaylene. Perfect card for tonight. I agree. The deck always knows. You are not alone. As you grow older, you'll realize that no one on this planet truly knows what he or she is doing. We all just try. Sorry, let me say it again. We all just get by the best we can. This card reminds us that you've got plenty of help and companionship available to you. Never before have so many people come into a lifetime with the shared divine purpose of rewriting the script for everyday human life. Your indigo mission is so very important, and there are literally millions of other indigos in the world having very similar experiences. Ask the angels. And that's one thing I realized during our meditation is Tyre is now an angel looking over us. Ask the angels to help guide you to like-minded people who can relate to you. People here right now. It will soon become apparent to you that you are an integral part of the most significant movement, of one of the most significant movements in human history. I know what that movement is. Yeah, Black Lives Matter. That was the message. That was it. All right. So, if anyone here watching right now would like me to pull a card from any of my decks for you, just text me or WhatsApp me or whatever. And I just want to say thank you again. It's always so hard to end these things because there's so much energy exchange. But let's just end by taking one last deep breath while looking at the candle tributed to Tyre. I love you guys. Thank you for joining. So we're just going to take a collective last deep breath. On the exhale, I'm going to blow out the candle because I have to go to bed. Otherwise, I would keep this running, but it's not safe to keep candles going when you're sleeping. So here we go. For Tyre, we're sending so much love. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you on social media. Thanks again.